places before us the image of light. At General Chapter, our Hawaiian sisters told us that the early Hawaiians were taught by stories and parables, and they shared with us one of the earliest and the most important, called the Bowl of Light. It teaches that each child born has at birth a bowl of perfect light. If he tends the light, it will grow in strength, and he can do all things. Swim with the shark, fly with the birds, know and understand all things. If, however, he becomes envious or jealous, he drops a stone into his bowl of light, and some of the light goes out. Light and stone cannot hold the same space. If he continues to put stones in the bowl of light, the light will go out, and he will become a stone. A stone does not grow, nor does it move. If at any time he tires of becoming a stone, all he needs to do is turn the bowl upside down, and the stones will fall away, and the light will grow once more. Today's gospel challenges us to empty out the stones so that our bowl shines brightly, fueled by a deep love of God in our hearts. Growing our bowl of light is truly a lifetime work. But the gospel passage is just not about growing our individual bowls of light. It also speaks of a city set on a hill. Light joined to light in a community whose collective light shines with even greater brilliance. Contrary to what I taught my students in geometry class, where there is real communion, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It is the mission of Jesus and our particular charism which draws us together in the communion of this CSJ community. So rich in diversity, but richer still in unity. Over the past few months, I have come to a much deeper awareness and appreciation of that unity. General Chapter was a powerful experience of how united we are as a congregation and our shared desire for still deeper communion. I have also been deeply moved by so many of you who have gone out of your way to show us your care and concern in so many ways since our selection, promising us your support and prayer and offering your assistance as we undertake the new responsibilities to which you have called us. We can rejoice that our combined light does shine brightly, and at the same time recognize that the gospel and our communal commitment demands that we challenge one another to continue to grow the light in our bowls. At the end of the discernment process in April, Eileen, Katie, Jean Marie, Sean, and I identified 3 aspects of our CSJ commitment that we would like to be a theme of our time in leadership. They are mission, witness, and service. 3 particular ways in which we as CSJs share and live our discipleship. Our province mission statement declares, called by God and passionate for the mission of Jesus, the Sisters of St. Joseph come together to serve all persons. With a distinctive spirit of hospitality and in particular concern for the poor, we witness to the gospel message by being a unifying and reconciling presence to a world in need. We have all affirmed those words and can articulate the key concepts. But we also know that having a well-worded mission statement or even being able to recite it from memory is not enough. We must embrace it and live it. As Griselda Martinez Morales reminded us when she spoke at Chapter, we need to live our words with even greater commitment than we had when we wrote them. Mission is not something squeezed in among many different things that we do. It must be the motivating force for all that we do. Are we willing, no matter our age, mobility, or ministry, to challenge one another to live our mission fully and enthusiastically? A witness is one who furnishes evidence. St. Francis of Assisi told his friars, "Preach the gospel at all times, and if necessary, use words." Do our individual and collective actions of hospitality, concern for the poor, unity and reconciliation speak as loudly as, and even more loudly than, our words? How convincingly do we witness to Jesus' ongoing presence in the world, to his unifying love? How does giving evidence of our love of God and neighbor call us to displace, to inconvenience ourselves? How willing are we to respond? Mission and witness compel us to reach out generously in compassionate service to the dear neighbor, and as someone at chapter reminded us, sometimes not so dear neighbor. Be they in the next room, the next city, the next block, or the next country. But the example of Jesus and our charism of unifying love requires us to do more than render service to. It requires us to walk in solidarity with the dear neighbor. Some of us are able to do that physically. All of us can do that through our prayer, through examining our attitudes, assumptions, and prejudices, and through our efforts to raise awareness of issues of justice. As we continue on this journey that we have chosen to make together as members of this CSJ community, let us celebrate the richness of our diverse gifts and the even greater richness of our unity. Let us individually and collectively renew and deepen our commitment to and passion for mission, witness, and service. We do not know what the future holds, but we know with certainty who holds the future. Therefore, let us say amen to whatever lies ahead, confident that together we will meet the challenges and explore the tremendous possibilities of this time in history. As together we embark on the task of making something new, may each of our bowls be full of light, so that individually and collectively we may be the light of Christ to one another and to all those whose lives we touch.